Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and really quick, on another vlog on which by the title that on the while I do one of those weekend box office how much the movie makes over a weekend of course obviously for this weekend it's about Jurassic World and I was I expected the film I expect over the weekend I expected the film to make a lot of money over the weekend like me predicting and I did not unexpect. I surprisingly did not expect this. Surprisingly, I just could not believe how much film the movie made over the weekend. I was totally surprised and did not totally not expect that. The Jurassic World made a total of 204.6 million. Well, maybe tomorrow. Until tomorrow when we get the final, full results of how much they made over a weekend though. But because they do make it how much over a weekend until Monday, they always add up the total, the final total how much they made over the weekend though. But just for here, as of right now, it's $204.6 million over the weekend. I totally did not expect this film to make so much money over the weekend. It it is the second highest opening debut of all time. It was just it was so close. It was very close of making more than the highest weekend debut of all time is the Avengers. Which is 207 million 207 million. On the all-time opening weekend of all time. And Jurassic World was so close, outbeating that record for the highest weekend debut of all time. It was so very close. It was just shy, just below that much by 3 million. I totally unexpected. And it's the first film since Avengers to make more than 200 million on opening weekend. And and Jurassic World's debut broke so many records. First, of course, it broke Man of Steel's 116 million for the highest weekend debut in June. It broke the Godzilla 2014 93 million for the highest debut for a creature feature film. It broke and this possessed that record from the first film since Avengers to gross over 200 million, and then it broke other records as well. It broke which originally it was Furious 7 originally it was Furious 7 that had the highest opening weekend for a Universal picture movie, but now it's which Furious 7 had made 147 million, which originally was the highest opening for a Universal picture film, but now it's Jurassic World, so that broke that. The highest June opening day in the U.S., which was Twilight Saga Eclipse, which was 68 million, and Jurassic World on June opening day was 82.8 million. It beat out Avengers Age of Ultron of 13.1 million for premium large formats opening in the US and Canada, and it broke once again broke Furious 7's 15.8 million for Universal's Thursday night showings. It broke IMAX opening in the US, which was The Dark Knight Rises, which was 19 million, and Jurassic World made 20.6. Real D 3D opening, which was the first Avengers. Theater average wide release, which was Avengers, broke that. And worldwide IMAX opening, which was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, it broke that. Overseas IMAX opening, which was Transformers: Age of Extinction. And then also it became Jurassic World also became the first film in history to gross over 500 million in one weekend, which that was the previous record was also no, actually I actually had that wrong. The worldwide it broke the record for worldwide opening, which was Iron Man 3. I got it reversed with Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2. It broke Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2 for the highest worldwide opening, which was Deathly Hallows Part 2 worldwide in one weekend made 483.2 million. And so Jurassic World broke that record, and now it's the first film of all time in film history to make over 500 million in one weekend. So that's very impressive, especially for me as a fan of the Jurassic Park franchise. My all-time for my all-time favorite film, the first film, my all-time favorite movie, which is the first film, and I already said this before, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, which a lot of people seem to hate nowadays, which people have the rights to their opinions, but I love The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park 3, I said before, people seem to like it a bit more than number 2, but still have mixed about it. But I still enjoy the sequel as well. Jurassic World, like I said, I was looking forward to it, for over since 14 years since the further one came out in 2001. I'm still deciding on the fact if I, you know, should well, I'll have to watch. So certain movies, it takes me a while to gather all my thoughts on what I think about the film. For instance, I haven't done a movie review of it. For example, like Interstellar. That was because that was a film I had to give a lot of time to think about if I like the film or don't. But overall, I do like Interstellar. I'll have to do a movie review of that though. But that's a film, for example, that I had to give a lot of thought. So this one I will have to get Jurassic World to give a lot of thought on. Does Because as I said, no film was that perfect. Every film is bound to have some certain problems or nitpicks about it. So I have to gather all that in, to give my thoughts on those. But Jurassic World, um, well, the one thing's for sure, I'll give a good thought on Jurassic World. Chris Pratt did a good job. I knew going in from the trailers, he looked like he would do a good job, and that was one good thing on Jurassic World. For sure was Chris Pratt. He was good. But Jurassic World just broke so many records. I was completely surprised. I totally didn't expect it. I did not expect the film to make over 200 million in one weekend. It's been breaking all these box office records. I totally did not expect it. I was totally surprised. I expected a film like that to be well. I expected the film to break Man of Steel's record for the highest debut in June. I predicted that, and I was right. Around 130 to 150 million. But well, it grossed 200 million, and also to outgross the highest current opening debut was Avengers: Age of Ultron. Which was 191 million. And I just couldn't believe that. I just couldn't believe that. And so yeah, and this is wow. And what I heard about what was going, how much money they made over the weekend was wow. Jurassic World just how would I put it? How it did to the franchise. I would say I wish I would say no, I don't want to say that word. I'm thinking about well, I will say I'll put revived the franchise, because there's only been 3 films, and the last one was in 2001, and you wait all these years and years and years, till a new one to come out, and up straight already just made over 200 million and just made all this money just like that. And I knew I knew there was a lot of hype, a lot of expectations people were going to see. And guess and especially and guess it all paid off at the end after all these years of the film being in development hell. So I guess overall at the end of the day over the weekend when it finally came out, overall I guess it paid off. If you want to put it that way. Um, so and also very much I very know that it's gonna make over $1 billion. I predicted that as well, so I'm hopefully it's gonna miss, stay on track and make over $1 billion. Um, and I made a prediction. I predicted it was gonna break Man of Steel's record for the highest debut in June. I was correct. Although I would say, which I'm glad because honestly, I would say Jurassic World is better than Man of Steel because, like I said, I do not like Man of Steel. I do not like Man of Steel. I'm just saying though. Well, by comparing. But I would still say Jurassic World is better than Man of Steel. Um, but yeah, and especially on and which also, of course, like I said, probably said this before, but well, if anyone has not seen anyone who has not seen it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say anything else, but that goes into spoilers. No, well, for things for the future, because since this film has such a huge opening, they were gonna talk with their and make a plans, for another sequel. But there were talks of more sequels. Um, so because they assume after the opening weekend, was such a huge, they expected, to announce that they're a planned sequel already, like they already did with some other films. But uh, well, we haven't heard nothing for another planned sequel, so. But I assume that they're gonna make more sequels. Um, but yeah, Jurassic World. It already in one weekend it covered already its 150 million dollar budget. And 204 million. I just still can't believe. I would never expect it. I was just totally surprised. Well, well, this year, there's some openings that I did not expect to make that a lot of money. Well, especially like American Sniper all of a sudden broke the record for the highest weekend debut in January. I didn't expect that film to make that big opening. Or another one, I did not expect 50 Shades of Grey to make that such a huge opening of 85 million on in February. I didn't expect that film to make all that money, or all that money for an opening weekend and worldwide. Jurassic World, I could say is better, is way better than 50 Shades of Grey. I don't understand how that film made all that money. Guess there was guess there was also a lot of hype on that film as well, though. But overall, the film wasn't received that well. Like mixed to negatives. It has a low rating on IMDb. But I would say Jurassic World's way better than 50 Shades of Grey. Plus, also, it's not that type of movie for me anyway. Saw the trailer when I saw the trailer back and then had no interest. It looked very lame anyway. Looked boring as well. But Jurassic World, if anyone still hasn't seen it, check it out. Because everyone's going in to see it. And for maybe it'll take number one on the next weekend, because on the next weekend, on the June 19th, the new Disney Pixar animated film called Inside Out comes out. And I'm also assuming that film's gonna have a big opening. But or if not, maybe Jurassic World will take number one again. If maybe also Inside Out may have also a big opening though, but may not take second place, and Jurassic World may take number one. I don't know what's gonna happen though. So that's predict on that though, but we'll wait and see on that. But Jurassic World, yeah, unexpectedly, surprisingly unexpected opening. You know, of 204 million. I still can't. Almost bypassing Avengers for the highest weekend debut of all time. You know, just by just a wee bit below though. But I I just did not expect that. That's the thing about this on this video here. I just did not expect that. I was totally surprised how much this film made over the weekend. I just did not expect this film outright just go and make over 200 million. You know, I just didn't expect that. You know, so um, I'm just looking at anything else. Don't want to mention about any other stuff. You know, but Jurassic. I was in here. Jurassic World. Didn't expect to make 200 million. I'm just keep on repeating myself, but I'm just gonna here. So if anyone wants to see it, go check it out. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next movie review. And once again, for the last time, did not expect that film to make that money on an opening weekend. I just did not expect it. Totally surprised. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.